Action.
Okay, so on March Book Madness, were the final books the books you expected to make it to the finals?
No, actually, I was super surprised by everything. I did not expect To Kill a Mockingbird to take out The Hate You Give. I thought that was a really popular book because it's a new movie. And it did, but I know it's a really great classic. I do love To Kill a Mockingbird. And The Da Vinci Code wasn't that surprising. I know that's also a popular movie, and a lot of people have read it because it's older. In middle school too, that was crazy. I thought Jason Reynolds would win, but he didn't, and that's okay.
So what made you decide to do March Book Madness?
So I know, well, a couple of things. So I know March is a really long month and it's really dreary. We all want spring to happen, and the snow is still falling, unfortunately. And I always like the idea of bringing a little bit of competition to the act of reading. And I like the idea of students being able to talk about books and talking about the books that they like. So bringing this competition here would have brought that to life and have kids talk about the books that they've read. I know I could only choose 16 books and I had to narrow it down. It was a really hard decision, and some students said that they hadn't read any of them. So next year maybe I'll be able to talk to students and be like, what have you read? And we can work from there.
Yeah. You talking about the 16 books actually brings us to our next question, which is, how did you decide on the 16? Like, what was the narrowing down process?
So there were a couple of things. I looked at books that have been turned into movies. I've looked at books that have a high circulation status, which is what I use on my computer. Every time you check out a book, it tells me this has been checked out once, twice, 24 times. I've talked to students. I said, what have you read? What books do you really like? I've talked to teachers because some books I chose were actually classroom books, like The Hunger Games. And I was thinking, well, if everyone in the grade read the book, then they'll be able to vote for the book. So that was a long process, and I might change it up next year to see. But if you have any suggestions, anybody, please let me know.
And how have a lot of people been participating in the voting for the March Book Madness?
I think it's been a pretty good number. For high school, it's actually been more students than teachers, which I really like. So good job, students. I really like that. Please keep voting. And middle school has been nuts. So that's great. I think almost every single student has been voting. And that's great. Maybe next year I'll make it a combined March Book Madness with middle school and high school together and see how the numbers go. So thank you. Everyone's been doing awesome.
And finally, out of the two final books, which one do you think is going to be the grand winner?
Oh, that's such a hard question. Honestly, between The Da Vinci Code and To Kill a Mockingbird, I think To Kill a Mockingbird is going to take it. It's a classic. Everyone's read it. Yeah. That's my prediction.
So that is all we have. This has been Miss Patnode on March Book Madness.
Thank you.
All right.